What's up, YouTube world, and welcome back to another reaction video. So in today's video, we're going to be reacting to the lady that got set on fire on the New York train. So yeah, let's get right into this reaction, you guys.
This morning about the man who police say killed a woman on the subway by setting her on fire.
Police say he's an undocumented immigrant who previously was deported in 2018 but found his way back to the city. Good Day's Briella Tomasetti. She is live in downtown Brooklyn with more on this horrific story. Briella.
A horrific story, Tashani and Tina. Good morning to both of you, and especially one to report on Christmas Eve. The MTA, though, credits newly installed surveillance cameras on every train car for leading to that suspect's arrest so quickly. Also crediting 3 teenagers for calling the cops when they recognized photos of that man. His name is Sebastian Zapeta. He is a 33-year-old Guatemalan migrant who allegedly entered the United States not once but twice illegally.
Mira, ¿por qué hiciste? ¿Por qué pones fuego a la mujer?
33-year-old Sebastian Zapeta was escorted out of the NYPD 60th precinct yesterday in a white Tyvek suit and handcuffs. He has been charged with first and second-degree murder plus arson after allegedly setting a woman on fire aboard a Brooklyn F train over the weekend and then watching her burn. The NYPD calling it one of the most depraved crimes the department has ever seen. According to a spokesperson for U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, Zapeta is an undocumented immigrant from Guatemala. As I mentioned, officials say he first entered the country illegally back in 2018. Zapeta was spotted by Border Patrol agents in Arizona and deported back to his home country. At some point, he snuck back into the U.S. His last known address is a men's shelter in Brooklyn. According to the NYPD, Zapeta calmly walked up to a woman who was seated on the train Sunday morning after it stopped at the end of the line in Coney Island, setting her on fire with his lighter, getting off the train, and then watching the horror unfold from a nearby bench. The victim, who has yet to be ID'd by police, died at the scene from her injuries. Responding officers captured these images of Zapeta on their body-worn cameras. Just hours later, he was taken into custody on another F train at the Herald Square station in Manhattan after 3 teenagers recognized his photos and called 911. Brooklyn DA Eric Gonzalez released a statement in response to his arrest, reading, "The depravity of this horrific crime is beyond comprehension, and my office is committed to bringing the perpetrator to justice. This gruesome and senseless act of violence against a vulnerable woman will be met with the most serious consequences." Now, it's unclear at this point if Zapeta has an attorney, but federal officials say they will file a request to have him turned over to ICE after this criminal case here against him is over in New York. He could be arraigned as early as this morning. Again, it's Christmas Eve, so things close on the earlier side. We will be watching the situation incredibly closely. But for now, that's the very latest live here in downtown Brooklyn. Tina and Tashani, back to you.
We know you will, Briella. Thank you for that.
Y'all know that just makes absolutely no sense, okay? Like, I am just so disgusted. I'm so disgusted. Did y'all not hear the people say he was deported and then he re-entered illegally? So, in 2018, that was the Trump administration doing what they were supposed to do to protect the American citizens. They deported him. They found him here illegally in 2018 and deported them. And then once Biden gets into office and opens up the borders, he illegally comes back and then kills an American citizen. Now, I don't see how the Democratic Party is not seeing that being here illegally is a problem. Opening the borders up and not making people come across the border the proper way is just disgusting, if you ask me. The reason that we have these type of protocols set in place is so that we can know who we are allowing into our country. Now, when you don't have any order, there's chaos. And that's exactly what this is. This is chaos. And I feel like the Democratic Party should be held accountable because you are the ones who opened the border back up. You are the ones who allowed people to come into this country and we had no idea of who they were. I just want to know, why is this party allowing this? Why? He was already deported. Had the Biden administration did their job and protected the borders and made illegal immigrants come across the border the correct way, they would have already ran his information and knew that he was already deported. He shouldn't be here. He already had priors in the country that he was coming from, and we didn't want him here. We would have already known all of this had Biden not opened up the borders. This is very, very sad. And my heart goes out to this woman and her family because no one deserves to die in this way for absolutely no reason, when they could have been protected by our country leaders. This is just sad. Just sad. So you guys, let me know how y'all feel about this down in the comments. Let me know if you feel like the Democratic Party should be held accountable for this, being that he was already deported under Trump's administration, and then under Biden's administration, he snuck on back over. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Okay, so until my next reaction video, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.